I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. I kind of can believe it because what other option was there at this stage? But viewer, the title of this video is not clickbait. Go ahead and drop a clap emoji in the comments. Like the video to get the word out. But most importantly, I want you to not fall for this. At least not immediately. Because for the past 6 years, for the past 7 years now, I have continually gotten up here and preached against skill-based matchmaking. And it's not that. It's engagement-optimized matchmaking. Let's be real. But finally, through the power of us not buying bullshit, we have defeated it, at least temporarily. What am I talking about? Well, viewer, let me just get right on into the meat and potatoes here because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So, I saw this thread on the Black Ops 7 subreddit, which, by the way, both subreddits for this, there's two, are just fucking dead. No one cares. So I almost missed it. I almost didn't make a video today until I saw this. Treyarch is releasing an open mosh pit playlist with updated matchmaking / SBMM. Day 3 of the Black Ops 7 beta begins later today with some exciting updates. Open mosh pit, new updated matchmaking, and then a bunch of other improvements which should have been fixed with the fucking beta you made us sit through all year last year with Black Ops 6, but I digress. The top comment of this is even more interesting. Top 1% poster, OP says, Activision confirms the new open mosh pit playlist in Black Ops 7 beta, which goes live later today, will feature classic matchmaking of older Call of Duty titles where skill was minimally considered. This is great news. This is a huge W, and I want every one of you motherfuckers, every broccoli-haired fuck, every mentally regarded douchebag on Twitter that spends 12 hours a day on Discord and hates that I criticize this company, you're welcome for this. You are welcome. Me, guys like me have caused this. You realize that, right? Not just me, though. Everyone who stood by me. Every one of my viewers who did not buy this tripe this year. Every one of my viewers that listened to me and didn't buy the Call of Duties that I warned them about previously. You know? Every one of the people that had the balls and the brains to say, no, I'm not doing this, are responsible for this change. And you should thank every one of the people you've called grifters, you have called complainers, every stupid, low-T, ballless fool in my comment section that has ever said, stop complaining so much, suck my fucking dick! Alright? Suck it! DX style! But as good as this is, as good as this information is, it is not the W you think it is. There's always something shady going on with this company, and I am going to explain why this actually... It's a Band-Aid. When they need to go full force. This is a Band-Aid, and after a brief word from this video's sponsor, we're going to get right on into what this could entail. I'm going to break it down for you as only I know how. Let me tell you something about stem cells. They're like tiny repair crews in your body, and they go out and fix whatever needs to be repaired. If it's in your heart, liver, or skin, it gets fixed. But most stem cell therapies are illegal in the United States, not because they're unsafe, but because they work too well, and that threatens Big Pharma. Big Pharma cannot make a profit if you could heal your knees, fix your back, or recover from surgery without pills, without insurance, and without endless doctor visits. And that is the only reason why the FDA has blocked these treatments. Now, people go overseas for access, paying up to 50 grand for one stem cell injection, but that is just too expensive. What most people don't know, though, is that high flavanol cocoa can naturally boost your own stem cell activity. Studies show it helps stem cells flow from your bone marrow into your bloodstream like bees from a beehive. Dr. William Li backs this up. Harvard scientist, check it out.
If you take the really dark chocolate, like 73% cacao, the really dark chocolate, and you make it into a high flavanol hot chocolate drink, and you have it twice a day. This was the clinical study. They found in people who wound up actually drinking the hot chocolate twice a day over the course of a month, they doubled the number of stem cells compared to the people who didn't drink hot chocolate, right? So when you and I were growing up, right, in grade school, we learned from our teachers that starfish can regenerate, salamanders can regenerate, but people can't regenerate.
Yeah,
right?
Can't grow a new arm.
It's true, you can't grow a new arm, but we do regenerate. We regenerate every day. We know that we regenerate because our hair falls out and grows back. Our gut lining grows back. Our livers can grow back. If you actually remove part of your liver, it'll grow back. Our skin grows back. You know, our bodies possess the ability to regenerate through stem cells.
But here's the thing, flavanols are the good stuff found in cocoa beans, but they're usually destroyed during the chocolate making process. The good news is that my guys at Black Forest Supplements have created the first ever high flavanol cocoa powder packed with everything your body actually needs. It's only 20 calories. I mix it in with my protein shakes, my coffee, and it tastes amazing. This isn't your average cocoa, it's a stem cell power-up. If you're experiencing significant aging, slow recovery, weak immunity, or just feeling off, give it a try. I think you're going to be blown away. Click the link in the video description or pinned comment, and for the next 48 hours, you can get a buy one, get one free, but it's only for the next 48 hours. Visit blackforestsupplements.com/COD. All right, guys, welcome back to the main meat and potatoes here of the video. BFS is some good stuff. It's what makes me so energetic in these commentaries. But if we take a look at the Steam charts for Call of Duty, it's nothing but a disappointment. Battlefield 6 is killing them this year. I saw a deleted thread on Reddit. I don't know the exact source of it, but it showed that the pre-order numbers for Battlefield 6 were dwarfing Black Ops 7's. I don't know how accurate it is, but every bit of actual numbers and info I have seen points to that. The Steam charts numbers are just in the dirt. No one fucking cares. So it's not surprising that they would do something like this. Like, we've pushed them into the corner to do something like this. You realize that, right? But here is the problem with this, and this is why it's not the W you think it is. This is not an update across the board. This is a simple playlist, and that is incredibly problematic. In a lot of ways, this just being a playlist might be worse than regular matchmaking, and I'm not kidding there. Hear me out, okay? Everyone that wants to play in this updated matchmaking playlist is going to be, at the very least, average to good. Now, there is a silver lining here. I think a lot of people can actually party up with their lower skilled friends or higher skilled friends and play in this playlist, and it's probably going to be a net positive. It's probably going to be a good experience for them because they can finally play together again and not have to deal with the same match over and over. But aside from that, solo players and players that are just going in maybe with one other friend of their skill level, and let's be honest here, most people that are going to be playing this are going to be playing this because they're better than the average bear. Well, viewer, I don't think it takes a fucking rocket scientist to tell you what happens when you stick a bunch of above average players in a playlist with no matchmaking. You get the same exact fucking thing you get in the regular playlists. Anybody of lower skill is either locked away or is playing in a party with a better player anyway. So it's the exact fucking same. This is why when I saw this, I'm like that meme of the dude and he's like grinning and then he's just like, oh, wait, once he realizes this is not an actual change to the matchmaking. This is a playlist. And I know this company like the back of my hand. I know for a fact that what I'm about to say, is exactly what they're gonna do for the full release. They are going to advertise this playlist. They're going to advertise it like it's the second coming of Christ himself. They're gonna say, we listen to the community, and then you buy the game, you get tricked into it again, and you go to play it. And it's the pretty much the exact same experience as regular matchmaking. Not to mention, we don't have the hard data. We don't have the hard numbers. We just don't know what they fucked with behind the scenes. No one does. And it goes back to what I said several commentaries ago, where I said the trust has been lost so much that even if you change this stuff, people aren't going to believe you, or they're going to think like you didn't do it enough or whatever. We need hard numbers signed in your blood before we believe any of this shit. So please, I'm just begging you guys not to get excited and to see that it's just another dirty trick until they replace the matchmaking entirely. I do not want a playlist. Activision, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Raven. I don't want a playlist. I want an entire game without this bullshit in it. A playlist does not satisfy me. I want a full game with none of this manipulative garbage. You cannot tell me you cannot go back to a system where it's like Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3, where you protect the super bottom rung people and then let every average to good to great person play normally without the stress of every match being a CDL tournament, being the exact same. And if you play solo, good God, it is just amplified. I'm of the belief that playing solo in this game is the worst thing ever. I would argue it is unplayable. If you don't believe me, I was actually going to make my video originally about how SBMM is depressing the content creators. And I'm not making that up. If you want to see what playing solo in SBMM lobbies does, take a look at this clip. I got off Exclusive Ace's stream yesterday.
Securing B.
Don't know where that dude came from.
That's going in my montage.
I'm done. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I'm feeling very negative toward this game right now. I'm just straight up not having a good experience. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Refusal, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate that. Yeah. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow. I might take a day off. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for sticking around.
Does this sound like a man who is enjoying what he is doing? You know what I mean? And this is all across the board. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, this is a step in the right direction. It is, but guys, this isn't because they're doing the right thing by the community. This is because we have caught them in so many lies. They're down bad. They just lost $300 million, it was reported, by putting the shit on Game Pass last year. So that's why they raised the price by 50%. But I think that's going to backfire because tons of people are now canceling their subscriptions. So, like, they're just shady all the way around. Something I found out during yesterday's video that I couldn't put in, I found it out after I made it, backs up their shadiness and how you just cannot trust anything they do. Check this out. I found out during the COD Next live stream, they have the face cam over the latency, packet burst, and packet loss areas so you can't see it. And I went back and checked, and he's absolutely right. I mean, look, this playlist, it's like we forced them to do it, but for God's sakes, do not fall for it. And also just do not let this distract you from all the other problems in the game. I don't know if you guys realize this, but skill-based matchmaking and engagement-optimized matchmaking, while the biggest problem, is just one of the many. It's one of the laundry list of problems with this franchise. The maps, the spawns, the hit detection. That might be even bigger than fucking EOMM. The hit detection and the connection quality and the dog shit servers are just as much of a problem. So while this is a step, and I do mean a tiny little baby step in the right direction, do not fall for it. I'm going to wrap this video up though, guys. I'm going to make this a bit shorter because I've just been pumping so much content out lately. I barely have time for myself. So I'm going to go open up a couple Blame Wisers, turn on some AEW, Dynamite, and Collision, and watch me some wrestling with my bros. I will be giving the beta and this playlist another try, but as it stands right now, I'm not falling for this. I'm not. I'm still sticking with Battlefield this year. I'm sorry, but I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope you learned a lot if you did leave a comment below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.